Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our first full day here in Inverness, and we've got a lot packed in today. We're going to Culloden, we're going to Clava Cairns, we're going to Culloden Castle, and a few things along the way, and we're also hoping to get to a Loch Ness tour, a cruise tour, so pretty packed day. I'm super excited to take you guys along, but we first have to obviously start with coffee, so let's go get some. Went to the milk bar for coffee. Coffee acquired. Let's go. Welcome to Culloden Battlefield. Culloden is definitely a very well-known battle in the Scottish history. Probably seen numerous TV shows, movies about it, but being here at the battlefield is obviously much different. You get to learn about the history and the tactics that both sides took. So now you can come here and see the battlefield, learn more about both sides, and just kind of remember that time, that very sad time in Scottish history. If you are unaware of what the Battle of Culloden is, it's a battle that took place on April 16th, 1746, and it took place in Inverness in the Scottish Highlands, and it resulted in a swift and really tragic defeat of the Jacobite forces. The battle actually lasted less than an hour, and it claimed around 700 lives within minutes, with the total casualty exceeding 1,250. Today, the battlefield definitely exudes an eerie atmosphere, and it's truly a must visit if you are visiting Inverness. As I said, it's such an important part of Scottish history, and it's definitely a place where the echoes of this tragic history still resonate to today. We just made it to our next destination, which is called Clava Cairns. Clava Cairns is standing stones and other structures. This is said to be one of the inspirations behind the standing stones of Outlander, which is super fun if you're an Outlander fan. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a fan, so I did get a little dress and outfit together to take a picture in front of the standing stones, but I'm also just really excited to see it. But regardless, this place is super cool historically, very beautiful, and only a 7-minute drive from Culloden, so you should definitely add it to your list. This site holds great spiritual significance in Scotland, and it's believed to have been constructed to honor and shelter the dead. Around Inverness, there are actually roughly 50 of these cairns, which is really amazing. And yes, as I mentioned earlier, this location inspired the iconic Craig na Dun from Outlander, where Claire traveled back in time. And even if you're not a fan of the show, this place is definitely a must visit if you're visiting Inverness, because the sense of history and atmosphere is just so tangible here. I really thoroughly enjoyed exploring the cairns and just walking through such a meaningful historic setting. Our next stop was supposed to be Culloden Castle, but it was actually closed for the season, so this is just a good reminder that if you have something you really want to see, make sure you know when they're open seasonally, because castles and other places do tend to close for the winter. We came to Brodie Castle to tour it, and unfortunately it looks like all the tours are just too far from our arrival time, so we're enjoying the beautiful castle from the outside, and it also has an amazing garden, cafe, kids play area, so if you are in the area you should definitely come and just time it right for their tours.
Hello.
Okay, someone's feeling chipper. We are heading to our Loch Ness cruise now. We're actually gonna get there a bit early so that way we can walk around, kind of get acquainted with the area and see if there's anything to do in that area. But our tour is only an hour tour, but it's gonna be perfect because it's 4 to 5 p.m. and I think the lighting will be so pretty on the lake, so I'm very excited to go. We just arrived to our meeting point for our Loch Ness cruise and we are both really excited. Do we think we're going to see Nessie? Yeah? There is apparently a sonar on this cruise, so...
Do we think we're gonna sink? That's the better question.
Yeah, we'll have to tell you guys the story later, but it was only $20, so, or 20 pounds, I should say. Oh my gosh, guys, Nessie, right here in the store. Heading to the boat. Loch Ness is the most famous loch in Scotland, and it was made famous by the well-known story of the Loch Ness Monster, or affectionately known as Nessie. And while it's obviously super fun to look out on the water, hoping to catch a glimpse of our girl Ness, this loch is absolutely gorgeous and quite unique. Loch Ness is 755 feet deep, and it's really hard to really conceptualize just how deep that is, but it's actually the second deepest loch in Scotland, and it's almost pitch black due to the amount of peat that is in the water. Because it's so black, it definitely makes it quite mysterious. However, I highly recommend doing some type of boat tour to see the loch by water. It's so magnificent and quite beautiful, very calming, and I can definitely see why so many people visit every single year. Unfortunately, we did not see Nessie. Maybe next time, maybe she's tired or something. We are finished with our Loch Ness tour. It was super fun. We did just the hour tour like I said earlier, and honestly I feel like it was the perfect amount of time. There are like 2-3 hour tours, so do whatever tickles your fancy, but we liked the 1 hour because it was just the perfect amount of time to get out on the water, learn more about the loch, and just like really see it from a different angle. But now we're heading into Inverness and we are going to do a quick run for our half marathon training, and then we're going to dinner, and we're trying a new dinner spot tonight that I'm really excited for. We just got back to the hotel from our 3-mile run. Here's evidence to prove that we did it. We just got cleaned up and now we're going to dinner. We're going to a place called Number 27 and it was highly recommended, so I'm super excited to try it because I am starving. So let's go get some dinner. Number 27. Start with a salad, and Jamie has these super yummy wings. Wow, they are covered though. Okay, I got a burger, and then Jamie's got literally fall off the bone lamb. It looks delicious. Yeah, he already tore into it. I got a sticky toffee pudding that looks amazing. Jamie got a double espresso because he can drink espresso at like what, 10 at night and be totally fine. Thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely give us a big thumbs up if you enjoyed, and stay tuned for my next Scotland video, and subscribe if you haven't already. Happy travels!